Pisces. Boom bam. Hello everyone, welcome to another Ethel sim. Today we're gonna discuss another discussion sim. And today's guest is
Okay, this is the time I introduce myself.
yes. Today's
Okay, hello chat, hello everyone. My name is Rizki and I'm your virtual festival programmer. Nice to meet y'all. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
So, hello, very hello, welcome. So, today's topic is content piracy. I'm new, welcome. We're doing a discussion stream tonight. Well, before we start though, I'm still a bit coffee, so please do forgive me if my voice sounds kinda weird. It's definitely not the voice changer being broken. Definitely not.
Yep, definitely not the voice changer. Nope.
Yes, no.
Nope, good sir.
Okay, so content piracy, right? Content piracy, risky. Well, what do you have to say here? Do you have a state about it, a statement about it, or something?
Do you want me to do it in normal speak or in pirate speak?
Normal speak. Normal speak.
Piracy is what happens when you. Okay, I'm doing it normally then. Okay, I cannot do pirate voice. So, piracy is like. I think I remember in the quotes from. I think it was in Steve Jobs' biography that he said piracy is not about people who doesn't want to pay for your content. It's about people having difficulties to actually pay your content and not being treated like you're stealing, which is a common problem. Well, until recently, I guess. I mean, even still to this day, piracy is still a common problem because for a lot of stuff, the price and the service being provided for said content sometimes is not up to par. So if you a pirate's life for me. So but as someone who is also not only a content creator but having experience working in the film industry and now in the game industry, I feel like piracy is also a bit bad. Yeah, who would have thought piracy is bad? Wow.
Piracy is bad. Wow, what news? Welcome to member. Thank you. Hello, Rizki in the VTuber. Are you in the Rizki?
Yeah, I'm going to VTuber. Sometimes I stream on, kadang stream di YouTube, kadang di stream di Twitch. Sometimes I'm on YouTube, sometimes I'm on Twitch.
Oh wait, you have YouTube channel. I didn't see the links. I didn't include it in the
Yeah,
in the
I'm not including it yet because it's going to undergo some direction shift.
Okay. So only select few people know about the.
I mean, you can just search my name, Rizki Salminan, and bam, the YouTube channel will pop out.
Okay. Okay. So what was it? So piracy was who is it that say piracy about something payment?
Steve Jobs said that piracy is not about people doesn't want to pay your content, but more like people don't know how to pay for it. And even if they know, a lot of service just treat customers like they're stealing. They're treating them like shit.
And so people are pirating it.
Yeah, and that's a philosophy that I kind of agree with because if you look at the music industry before Apple practically changed it, buying music is a pain in the ass.
How is it?
There's some stuff like you have to pay for an entire album, but sometimes you don't want to buy an entire album. What do you only want to listen certain tracks? And then there's DRM, DRM, and then there's a lot of restrictions on what kind of device you can play, what music player you can play on it. You cannot use it to your home edit videos. And Steve Jobs was like, well, that was fucking dumb.
So like basically,
and I think he agreed. I agree with him, even though he's not a great human person. At least he's right about piracy.
So like it was basically like buying it was actually more pain than actually not buying it.
Yeah, because in principle, in theory, in economic theory, if I buy something, that means I have ownership on it, correct?
You should be able to use it however you want.
Yep.
You should be able to listen it wherever you want, right?
Yep, but music industry was not like that back then. And that's why piracy in music was so popular.
I know back then I didn't even actually know you're supposed to buy music. So when first time I heard about it, I was like, wait, people buy these? Why would you pay for something like 3 minutes? But then I was too dumb back then. Okay, don't judge. But anyway, membership got spouse. Oh no.
Oh no, is Rizki tarnished though? No, I don't. I cannot play Souls game or Elden Ring. I'm not. I don't hate myself enough to play those games with mouse and keyboard. Also, I don't have the game.
Such. Okay, so the Steve Jobs changed the music piracy, and it's also because like how come, and he said because people don't know how to pay you, and that's why they pirate. Or it's because
and that's in just the music industry, and as we know, there's a lot like people. Okay, chat, raise your hand. Who the hell in chat still pirate games or software?
Oh no.
Okay, except for Adobe. Adobe doesn't count. You are ethically obliged to pirate Adobe products.
Obliged. I'm using.
It's ethically correct.
I'm using
Adobe game. It's ethically correct to pirate Adobe software because fuck them.
Yeah, what the hell is that price though? It's yearly price and it costs like a ton.
No, you're not going to jail for canvassing. I just want to know. I just want to do a rain check on the situation in Ethel's audience. Yeah. So okay, now I've gotta ask to both Ethel and Chat, why do you pirate games or softwares or anime or whatever it is you pirate?
I have several reasons for that. Okay, first of all, for software, it's because one, it costs too much. For example, Photoshop, because it just costs too much. And secondly, I think the only software I'm pirating right now is Photoshop. Secondly, I kinda don't know how to use other software than Photoshop. So yeah, that's why I'm still using Photoshop. And for games, I don't pirate games anymore. Anymore being the keyword here, because back then I always pirate game because I didn't know how to pay, right? I didn't have the means to pay, and that includes like the money and the credit card, and but no, I don't pirate them anymore. As for anime, there are anyone Asia and News Asia, right? So if the anime is if they show the anime, then those two channel have the anime, right? I watch it there. If they don't, I watch it in Google Anime.
Okay, I got it. I understand.
I'm not saying that what I'm doing is okay. I'm not saying, but
Yeah,
evil. Shut up.
I understand. No, I understand the situation. I also understand the people in chat saying they pirate anime because of the region lock or because they are playing games that no longer on sale on any platforms or old retro games. I understand that in retro scene, especially in the gaming historical preservation scene, piracy is kind of necessary evil because sometimes you cannot find the games anywhere else, or the game runs better in pirated mode or something like that. That's something permissible, and I think something that needs to change industry wide. That we need to understand that preservation of games is very important. If games are art, then art should be preserved in any ways possible, even piracy. Like that's the reality. As of anime, like what you and the people on chat are saying, I it's a bit 50-50 from my perspective. So, let me tell you a bit story. In do you guys remember the shit? What was the film that aired? That anime film that aired in 2018, 2017? The Fate film or something like that.
Fate film.
Pokoknya film Fate Stay Night or whatever. I don't follow Fate.
Me
Fate
too.
Approachia or something.
Are you talking about like Fate in theater?
Yeah, the bioskop in theater. And someone, a student in Bali, recorded the entire film and posted online. Which costs. Can I allowed to name the theater chain, or should I not say it?
What's the theater chain?
Okay, I mean, there's only like one. Cuma ada satu chain bioskop. There's only one chain theaters in Indonesia that carries anime. So you know who I'm talking about. And they were reprimanded by the distributor and the anime license holder so much that they are not. Wait, hang on. I need to get the story straight. So because of that kid in Bali, the entire Southeast Asia does not allow to screen or get anime films for one financial quarter. Because of that one kid.
God. Yeah, the difference is not okay though. It's like
I mean, I understand it's not okay, but the problem is from what I've talked with people who works in the industry, they said that Japan, especially the distributor from Japan, they can be a little bit pain in the ass because they are like, oh no, we don't believe our products are gonna be popular in Indonesia or Malaysia or Singapore, so why bother to distribute it?
That's so wrong. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's so wrong. And then they charge double the price compared to other regions. Yeah. So I was like, wait, that's fucking dumb. Like, how do you know your product is not going to be popular if you don't fucking sell it? I mean, good thing that changed with the release of Kimi no Na wa. It was Kimi no Na wa is currently, if I recall correctly, in Indonesia. Currently, it's the most financially successful film anime. Like box office number wise, ticket wise, it's the most successful one. And it gave Indonesia and other Southeast Asia markets a little bit more confidence in terms of negotiating to get anime in Indonesia. And it got snowball, and now we have channels like Muse who basically distributes anime for free on YouTube. Because now the suits in Japan realize that there's a market for this. There's a market for anime in Indonesia.
Took them long enough.
It took them long enough.
Did they not see how many weeps we have here? We have freaking army of them.
We have a fucking entire market of weeps. Dumb of them.
I would have to say that the person who like recorded in the theater, that was dumb. Like,
yeah, they were dumb. They were really dumb.
Yeah.
The theater chain was panicking because the distributor Kodansha threatened to fucking pull all anime films from Indonesia
Oh my
and
god.
Southeast Asia region just because of them. And they were like, "Holy shit, we have to do something about this."
The negative effect is that big, and then what about the quality, the rip quality? It never is good when you record something straight out of theater like that. Why would you even do that? It's not worth
Wow,
it.
yeah, it's not worth
Might
it,
as
dude.
well wait
Come
for
on.
it. Might as well wait for it in some, in some pirate
Yeah.
website.
So in a way, I understand why
Yeah.
anime piracy flounder, but
Mm.
I think I think in recent years, with platforms such as Netflix and now Disney Plus investing in anime,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's Muse Asia, Muse Indonesia also
Mm.
investing in anime. I think anime piracy is becoming
Mm-hmm.
obsolete in a way.
Mm-hmm. I
Unless,
wouldn't say so.
yeah, I wouldn't say
Actually.
obsolete, but it's slowly getting phased out as more and
Mm-hmm.
more people have alternative to watch stuff legally,
Mm-hmm.
which is basically back to my opening statement about what Steve Jobs said, that piracy is not the problem of people not wanting to pay, but the problem of access.
Mm.
Now that there's a lot of ways to access anime legally
Mm-hmm.
and easily, and
Mm-hmm.
you're not treated like shit, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people will prefer to watch anime legally now. So I mean, that's pretty dope. That's cool.
Yeah, we have progress. There's progress. There's still one problem though. Like, I follow I always follow the newest season of anime, right? And not all these anime that I'm following, they're always like all over the place. Well, this anime is on Anyone Asia, this anime on Muse Asia, like, and then the other one is on Netflix, and then the rest of them, none of these platforms are even taking them. So yeah, it's not
Yes,
centralized
yeah, it's
basically.
not centralized.
It'd be nice if they're
Yeah.
all like centralized, like, and then there's all centralized, and they include everything. Then I'll be even more glad to pay for that. Easy access,
Yeah, easy access.
convenient.
The convenience, yeah, that's you're right, Ethel. The convenience is key to combat piracy. Like, if it's much more easier for me to pirate stuff, I'll just pirate stuff. I mean, that's the logic of practically everyone living in third world country. If it's much more easier to just download it off the internet, why should I pay?
Right.
But I'm glad that mentality is starting to change with the advent of streaming platforms and all that
I
stuff.
think the mentality in our in third country is also, if I can get it for free, why would I pay though? Not just, yeah. Like,
Yeah, but
it
that's
doesn't matter
changed.
how convenient it is. Like, if you can get something for free, some people just gonna try to get it for free, no matter how inconvenient it is.
Yeah, but I'm glad that we're already seeing backlash from that mentality. Like, people who say that on Twitter get fucking bullied, which is like, I get cool, I guess.
And there's also there's the
and-
convenience, and then there's also like the safety though, because like
Yeah, the
pirating
safety.
stuff, pirating websites and stuff.
Yeah, sometimes they're not
They're
safe.
not safe. Especially those like hot meals 50 meter from you.
Yeah, let's see. Also, let's say there's someone in chat too. Is the problem here in Australia is we don't get all of the shows and the other countries have, and we have to pay more. Well, that's the same problem with Indonesia back in before Kimi no Nawa. I would like to say, like, before Kimi no Nawa, getting anime legally is really, really hard and sometimes not worth the hassle. Good, Ava. I'm glad things are changing though.
Okay, let me check the chat now. Say hello, name hello.
Hang on, I gotta go to the toilet real quick. Holy shit. You talk to the chat.
See, we're talking about piracy. Someone telling you to pilot Elden Ring. Perfect spot to plug a VPN already. If only, yeah. If only. Herbert, hello. Netflix Disney Plus you. Hello. I actually pirated a copy of Catbox Profitable. Oh no. Nah. Do not pirate Catbox. Unprofessional pirate. Hello? Hello? Rizki? Oh no. Oh no, we have lost connection to Rizki. No. Hi. I panic you no longer exist in the store farm because license and other things. Ah, right.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. He's going to Ethel.
Yeah, I'm going to the toilet.
That was great. Okay. Speaking of what are you thinking about the game Piracy in that regard? Testing out game, whether you can run it or not, whether you like the game or not.
I mean, for testing games, since demo is kind of out of fashion, I say go for it. And someone who is currently in the game industry said go for it. I don't fucking care. As long as you're actually doing it just to try the game, all right? Please please buy games. Making game is hard. You don't want your favorite game developer to pivot to NFTs and cryptos, do ya?
Yeah. Well, actually, I am trying the game, but I have to try the game until I complete it, and I finished the game, and then it just happened that I decided after I finished the game that I don't like it, so I'm not buying it. Just kidding. Eva,
Just kidding. Hang on, there's someone on chat. Kalau sebenarnya nggak live YouTube lagi. Well, for now, no. Mungkin Halo Infinite is probably gonna still on YouTube because it's much more stable on YouTube. Tapi other than that, no. I'm moving on Twitch full time anyway.
Refunded.
Yeah, refund.
So yeah, you think as long as the person actually buy the game after, quote unquote, trying it out, huh?
Yeah, keep playing. Please buy games. Especially if it's indie game, for God's sake, please do not pirate indie games.
Yeah.
For the love of God.
Indie games are usually cheap anyway. But doesn't Steam already has the 2-hour refund thing? If you just want to test out games.
Yeah.
So, is it still okay to crack for the testing out?
I mean, for testing out, it's still fine. Although for India, I say if it's indie game and you want to test it, just buy it. The worst that could happen, the game doesn't run and you're giving some developers another more money to buy food. That's the least worst thing that could happen.
That's also the thing, most indie games are usually has light graphic though. Kind of low. Basically. They don't have too much requirement now.
Yeah.
I like AAA games that needs you to run them on some supercomputer.
Yep.
Cukup peka halal. Don't pirate indie game. Atlas.
Yeah, don't pirate indie game.
Can I pirate Catbox? No! Do not pirate the Catbox.
Oh yeah, you make games. Yeah, don't pirate Ethel games. Please support Ethel. Either you join her membership or wait, you have super chat? Alright. Oh, no, just membership.
Yeah, I don't have super chat.
Just donate to Ethel or buy her game or join her channel membership. Don't pirate her game.
Yeah.
Go pirate someone else's game.
Go pirate someone else's game. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Then there's also the thing about pirating websites being dubious. Even trusted websites like the Fit Girl, for example, there are a lot of duplicate websites that are made to look completely the same, but it's actually harmful.
Yeah, I mean that's just fact.
What?
Pirate. Wait, there's someone on chat said that pirate any and all EA and Ubisoft games. Here's an alternative.
Hmm?
Don't play if you
Don't
disagree with if you disagree with EA and Ubisoft business practices,
Hmm?
don't just
Don't-
don't
Don't buy
Don't
your
buy-
game.
don't play. Don't
Mm.
buy. Go play something else. Go buy something else.
Oh, but what if they what if you like the game though? You what's an example of EA game again? I forgot. Oh wait, Ubisoft is Assassin's Creed, for example.
Yeah,
Right?
just boycott them. Easy. You
Mm.
don't have to pirate it. What are you doing pirating games you already boycotting? That's just hey, but you're not sticking it to the company. You're not sticking it to the man. You're just being petty at that point.
Petty.
If you don't like the company, if you don't like the practices of that company, then don't.
Hmm. Paradox argumented GTA 6. What the hello?
Yeah,
Okay. Another thing about piracy, so we talk about music piracy, video game piracy, anime piracy. What about like those pictures you download via Google? Are those count as piracy? Like for example, the I want to make a thumbnail, for example, right? And then I download some games poster from Google for the thumbnail. Is that piracy or not?
No, that's not piracy. You're changing the content. You're changing the thumbnail, right? You put your avatar. You put text. That's transformative. It doesn't count. But you have to be careful. Like most game art for thumbnails and stuff, you can just get it from Steam DB and then use it. Which is basically that's daijobu. That's fine. That's okay. But if we're talking about copyrighted work such as photos, paintings, or other people's illustrations that are not official key art, that's where the line gets a bit blurry. Like I suggest don't. I just don't. It's hassle. Yeah, it's hassle to figure it out.
So like it's blurry, huh? But if you say like as long as I change something about it, then are you saying that as long as I change something about it, then it doesn't count as piracy?
That's a bit complicated.
Is it like something that is called like fair use? The fair use.
Technically, it's both fair use and not. I mean, it depends on how the creator sees whether it is fair use or not. That's not for us to judge. So that's why you have to tiptoe a little bit careful when it comes to stuff like that.
Fair use. It do be can get kinda iffy.
It do get kinda iffy.
Like whether it's fair use or not, it depends on the creator then.
Yep, fair use thing is kinda complicated. There's no... I mean, the legal framework we use for fair use is based on how the United States interprets fair use, because YouTube is in the US. But there are other countries that are trying to override said laws, like Japan recently passed a new copyright law that stipulates that all kind of content that can be viewed in Japan falls under Japan's jurisdiction, even if you say you're an Indonesian making a video about anime, like commentary anime, like you're doing, let's say, a video essay about anime in Bahasa Indonesia, and you live in Indonesia, and you upload it to YouTube, but people in Japan can view that, it's gonna be a problem because Japan does not have fair use concept, and they can sue you through Japanese court.
What? Damn.
Yep.
So
that's why a lot of content creators in YouTube are asking for geo filter just to avoid the Japanese law, because the Japanese law is very prohibitive to content creation and creativity, because basically they said, well, if I can see it from Japan, that means it's in Japan. But that's not how internet works.
Damn it, Japan!
Yeah.
Yeah, a big cough is coming. Hold up. Let me mute. Oh, sorry. Actually, I'm gonna go toilet.
Now Ethel is going to the toilet. Alright, chat. I think it's fine as long as the creators allow it, but if the creators say don't, okay, yeah, that's basically what I say. Gavin did say that piracy is a surface problem, and so does Steve Jobs, and both men are correct in their assessment that piracy is a surface problem. Although Steam did not start off really well, can you give us an ara? Ara. Also, fuck you. Oh, Ethel is gone. I already said ara. I mean, like, no. Even let it go. Okay, even did say the piracy survey. Okay, and now I lost my plot. I do not play it on the Switch. I just play CFW with all games included. Oh, come on, dude. Don't do that. Don't do that, please. I mean, I know games are really expensive, and that's why I still fundamentally disagree with game piracy in a way. Like, if you cannot buy it, then wait for it or wait for the game on sale, or just don't buy it. Like, save your money, and then when you have enough money, buy it. Because games are like the least important thing in your life. It's tertiary needs. Unless it's a game you really, really, really want, you usually plan in advance. Like kayak nabung gitu loh. Nabung in advance. Like, what kind of games do you want? What game do you want? How much it's gonna cost? Dan ya kalau lo nggak bisa beli, if you cannot pay for it, then don't. I'm sorry, you cannot play the game. I mean, bloody consumer, but actually good games. Yeah, but we do not judge the corporate actions to the developers. Sometimes developers don't have control over the corporate overlords. I think it's not fair to judge to pirate games solely on the corporate overlord basis. Kayak, well, Nintendo is anti-consumer, EA is bad, Ubisoft engaged in cryptocurrency. Meanwhile, you're actually harming the developers itself. Like, did you know that developers are paid? Depends on, I mean, obviously it depends how the game sells, but other than the game sell, do you know how they are paid based on the Metacritic score, right? It's both factors. Like, you cannot, if a game has low sales, like low sales and low Metacritic score, then the developers basically don't get paid much. And then if you ask me when the sales actually matter, when the sales actually matter, apa kapan game sell itu beneran penting, itu cuma di sebulan pertama. It's only on the first month that the sales figure are actually important. So if you're pirating a game 1 month into its release, you're basically fucking over the developers. Because the developers get paid the most during the first month cycle.
Oh, I didn't actually know that the Metacritic score actually affect the developer.
Yeah, it actually affects developers. And some developers have been fucked over because of the Metacritic score, like Fallout New Vegas.
Wait, that sounds kind of iffy though, because like sometimes the Metacritic is low because there are some nasty things in the game, like for example microtransaction and stuff, and usually the ones who decide the microtransactions are the heads, not the developers.
Yeah, the corporates. Yeah, like Fallout New Vegas, the developers of Fallout New Vegas, Obsidian, did not get paid in full because they missed their Metacritic score target by 1.
What? That's messed up. What the hell?
Yeah.
The game is
they missed.
gold.
Yeah, they missed. They were 1 point off.
And
what the hell? And it nearly bankrupted the company.
What? Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah, that's kind of iffy. Honestly, they're
Yeah.
better off working. Honestly, they're better off working somewhere else. I mean, I wish it was that easy to just say, well, they're better working off somewhere else. I
Yeah,
mean, if
it's
you look
not
at the
that
job
easy.
market, it's not that easy. If you look at the
uh,
job market these days, it's really fucking hard to get a job,
hmm,
especially in game industry where there's like high demand. Like there's a lot of people who want to get into the game industry. There's a lot of fresh meat, fresh talent. They are
hmm,
willing to work for their passion,
hmm.
and then you have to compete. If you already have an experience in the industry, you have to compete with some fresh graduates who are willing to be paid less just because, well, I'm working on a video games. Yay! Finally, dream
Yeah.
come true.
Oh my god, that honeymoon phase.
Yeah,
OMG.
that honeymoon phase. That honeymoon phase.
Uh,
It's making it hard to compete in the job
and then
market.
they finally see their first crunch, and then all the
Yep.
dreams shatter.
Yeah.
Decent.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, people like if you're saying that people should just look for better corporation, it's kind of heartless, to be honest.
Hmm.
If only it was that easy for people to change jobs, maybe none of us will be working miserable jobs.
Hmm. So you guys were talking about like what, not buying games because pirating games because you don't like the company.
Yeah, we were talking about that, and I was like, yeah, no, you're harming the developers in the end.
Mm-hmm. But
Everyone's not forcing the studio to implement hardware. I reckon more people buy the game in support. Yeah, but here's the truth. Here's the hard truth. This is what I always said because I used to be in the film industry, and this is a conversation that's similarly brought a lot of times. Kayak, udah kita nggak apa-apa ngebajak film Indonesia, kan film Indonesia jelek-jelek. Yeah. Here's the truth. Your opinion is like 2% of the market, 2-3% of the market. The rest of the market doesn't give a shit. Your pirating their game doesn't help anyone. It doesn't even show up in the company's financial report like, sir, there's 1,000 people pirating our games, and they were like, wow, how many profits do we make? We still make a lot of money. Yay!
Yeah, they don't care. They don't care now.
They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. So no matter how hard you try to pirate something, they're just gonna keep churning out shit because that's just how it is.
The fact that they are still doing the thing anyway means like it's someone still selling, right?
Yeah, it's almost like piracy doesn't work when it comes to shit like that. If you want to do actual substantial change in the industry, then vote with your wallet. Just don't buy the game. If you don't like the film, if you don't like the studio, if you don't like Punjabi, don't watch Punjabi films. That's it. That's how simple it is. Just simply don't. And if you can, if you and your friends are also like-minded, like you say, well, I don't want to play games from blah 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 blah. I don't want to watch movie from blah 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 blah. Then ask other people to join your cause. Like, why? Kenapa lu nggak mau apa? Kenapa sih lu tiba-tiba nggak mau main game ini atau nggak mau nonton film itu? Ya karena gini, and hopefully people will understand the reason.
So like there's an action to this boycott.
Yeah, there's action, and then there's of course always an alternative. Like I know the most common opinion that I've heard running film festivals was that, wah, gue nggak nyangka ternyata ada film Indo ternyata bagus-bagus ya, jadi nggak apa, ternyata ada film Indo bagus-bagus, nggak cuma yang di bioskop aja atau yang gue nonton bajakannya ya, kayak yeah, there's an alternative. There's a whole unknown market out there of indie games and indie films or indie whatever that you can support with your hard-earned money, and you will not feel bad about it. If you don't like the state of the mainstream AAA game commercial box office, then
go somewhere else.
Go somewhere else. Go indie.
Yeah, go indie. Like, I was about to ask actually, like, what's the difference of not buying the game from a developer to cracking the game? Because the developer isn't getting the money anyway. But then again, since you say that, I was like, oh, because if you're playing this cracked game, then you may as well use the time to play other game that you don't like, smaller games to support those who
smaller games to
actually.
support.
Actually deserve the support, kind of thing.
Yeah, use your time, because playing games, watching films requires your time, and time is money. Use your time for something else that you like. Don't pirate the game. Don't pirate the game that you hate. It's no, it's not about sending a message. If it's about sending a message, then all these companies will beg us to stop for. If it's about sending a message, EA, Ubisoft will beg us to stop pirating their games. They don't care.
They're still getting a lot of money from people who actually, play their game.
They're still getting a lot of money from people who either don't give a shit or don't mind the practice, or in the case of sport games, simply do not give a shit. Because the demographics for sports game is very different from your average gamer like us. They just don't care. Like, there's actually an interesting market research, I think, in 2019 that shows that people who bought FIFA, the FIFA PES soccer game every year, they don't play any other games.
They just play FIFA.
They just play FIFA. They don't give a shit.
They didn't care about all these things we call like bad practice, microtransactions.
Yeah, they don't care.
They probably don't even know.
I mean, they know, but they don't care. They simply don't care. All they care is playing a football game where they can play as their favorite team and see their favorite player on screen. That's it.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit about everything else.
Do you think they even think like the microtransaction is just a normal thing now?
I mean, for a lot of cases, yeah. I mean, for those kind of audience, they just simply accept it. I mean, being a football fan is fucking expensive in the first place.
So like they're just not the same demographic as us, then, basically.
They're not the same demographics as us, and you're pirating FIFA or PES or those kind of games will basically amount to nothing. Yeah, so see, 25% of EA's 2020 earnings are from microtransactions. Correct, that's the latest earning report, and nearly 70% of them comes from FIFA alone.
Comes from FIFA alone. Being a fan of NPD and Intel is also very expensive.
Yeah, itu mah beda. That's different though. You cannot pirate a graphic card.
What about pirating OS though? Because I think my Windows 10 is actually pirated.
I mean, when the hard through Windows doesn't really give a shit either, unless you're a corporate user.
I'm not.
If you're an ordinary, just some dude, if you're just some dude, they don't give a shit if you pirate their Windows. I mean, they even let you upgrade your Windows even if you're on pirated copies, right?
I guess they actually know, and they just like, you know what, whatever.
No, yeah, they're basically, whatever.
Whatever.
But if you're a company or let's say a government agency, and then they found out, then Microsoft or the audit team find out you pirated Microsoft, you pirated Windows and Office, there will be hefty bills to pay.
Oh my god.
They will fucking penalize you.
Yeah, because like it's a big corporation body. It will get exposed now.
Yeah, so like, if you're just some dude, they don't really care, to be honest. In fact, they like it or not, Microsoft has to support, users who pirate their Windows because everyone on this fucking planet use Windows, which means if there's a security issues with Windows, that means Microsoft has to fix it for everyone basically. So they already give up on that front. Like, well, you know what? We fucking give up. We fucking give up.
We let you pirate it, whatever, man.
Like,
They're already getting enough from people who don't pirate anyway.
Yeah, they're already getting enough for corporate clients, and they're already getting enough from corporate clients who does not upgrade their Windows since Windows XP anyway. So they're like,
XP.
yeah, you know what? I don't care.
Is Ethel count as a business entity? Do I count as one?
Whenever I can my unit got caught using pirated OS. Yeah, if your institution got caught using pirated OS, it's gonna be a really serious problem. Trust me, I've heard a lot of stories from dari kementerian lokal that got sternly worded letter from Microsoft and sternly worded, let's just say, bills to pay. Like Microsoft was like, you guys pirated our Windows? Well, now you gotta pay for it. You're gonna pay double for it.
Oh, the pain.
So yeah, be careful about that. And anyway, some university in Indonesia is offering free Windows upgrades.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can, if you have pirated copy of Windows, you can just go to your uni and say, hey, I want this copy of Windows replaced with an original copy of Windows, and
where can I get
they will do it.
Where can I get this?
This is, I don't...
Do I have to be part of the uni, or can
you have to be part of the uni. UI 4 ada programnya.
Damn it. I'm not gonna register to a university. I'm not gonna enroll to a university just to get mine.
Just to get Windows. Imagine enrolling to a new university just to get copy of Windows.
Oh my god. And then drop out immediately.
Thanks for the copy of Windows.
Yeah. Might as well just go and buy it.
No, you don't get student license. Like for Windows 10, you don't get student license, actually. You get home license. I mean, it's pretty decent, actually. Pretty bang for the buck.
Okay, another question about piracy. What about WinRAR? You're supposed to buy WinRAR. Right? WinRAR?
Wait, people still use WinRAR?
Yeah, I still use. Wait, is there anything other than WinRAR?
7-zip is free.
7-zip. But 7-zip different one.
7-zip is free. Why the hell you guys still use WinRAR? Use 7-zip, open source and free.
I don't know.
Wait, why the hell y'all using? You're not the only one. Hang on, why people in chat are still using WinRAR? Go install 7-zip.
I have 7-zip and WinRAR because like WinRAR cannot open the 7-zip file, and sometimes when a WinRAR fail to open a RAR file, I use the 7-zip one.
I use 7-zip. I like, who the hell still use WinRAR? That's new to me.
And there's also the thing though, you're supposed to buy WinRAR, but you know, there's the 12 months trial for WinRAR that
always get extended. Yeah. Basically.
I guess the guys at WinRAR like already gave up on that too, huh?
Yeah, they already give up. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And the same goes the same actually goes to Adobe in certain ways. Like in a keynote in Australia, the Adobe CEO says that home piracy is not their concern because that means when those students or people at home using Adobe software and then they got a new job, let's say they got a work and then they have to use Adobe software, the cost will be transferred to the corporate, to the company. Like the company will have to pay the company will have to pay for the Adobe software because fucking everyone in the office use Adobe software. Growing up, even though they're growing up using pirated copies, they basically see piracy as extending their
extending.
lifeline.
Oh, they're actually pretty clever because these people are already used to, for example, like Photoshop. Then the company will be forced to use Photoshop because they don't have the resources. They don't want to spend resources to train these people in using like
Different
other
software.
things.
Yeah, exactly.
So might as
Yeah,
well.
and since everyone is using it, might as well.
Might as well.
Might as
Damn.
well.
They're brainwashing me. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. Basically, Adobe is quote unquote allowing piracy because they're brainwashing us.
No. Oh no, and I'm a victim of the brainwashing. They're
And
using.
then even if you say you train yourself using different software, but then you go to work and everyone at work is using Adobe software, you don't have any options. They're not going to change the workflow just for you. You have to learn to use Adobe software.
You end up
In the end, they win. They win. In the end, they always win.
They're so big that they're using piracy for their own benefit. God damn.
Yeah. It's not exactly marketing scheme. It's more like quote unquote brainwashing.
Brainwashing. My Windows is pre-installed.
Wait, what kind of computers comes pre-installed with WinRAR? What the fuck?
It's probably like from the from the seller. They pre-installed the WinRAR for them.
Oh damn.
Anything else they're used to Adobe? John Smith, hello. Sumimasu, hello. No bad things, hello. There's a Blender is
But also because Adobe is shifting away to subscription model that is stupid and pain in the ass to use. I used to work with an agency that used Adobe Creative Cloud, and for the love of God, I fucking hate Adobe Creative Cloud with all my life and every inch of my fiber, with every fiber of my muscle. I fucking hate Adobe Creative Cloud. I said pirating Adobe software is ethically correct.
Ethically correct. They want you to pirate it anyway. Okay, drinking. Okay, what else can we talk about piracy?
Films, I guess, film piracy, but I don't know. I mean, most of you guys still you can feel the pain in his voice. PTSD. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah. Oh my god. You have no idea how much fucking pain Adobe Creative Cloud has brought me in my work.
Oh no.
Like it just why is it suddenly updating and crashing and going fucking all over the place? Fucking hate you, stop updating!
Does it happen in the middle of work?
I mean, no, it's not updating in the middle of work. It's like I closed the window, went out for lunch, and then I opened it and Adobe was like, haha, we are updating, go fuck yourself.
And now you have to wait for it to update. Oh my.
You have to wait, and then suddenly the file doesn't render correctly because the update fucks shit up, and I cannot go back to the previous version because Creative Cloud says no, you cannot go back to the previous version. Good luck, go fuck yourself.
Good luck. God damn it.
That's why I have a pirated I have pirated Adobe 2020 because I have pirated copy of Adobe Photoshop 2017 and Premiere Pro 2017 because it's the one that works most of the time.
It's not connected to any internet, so it doesn't randomly update.
Yeah, it doesn't randomly update, and it's the most stable out of the Creative Cloud version. Like the newer ones, it just talks shit.
Why did they make it that way?
You see any benefits of pirated programs? Like, what if someone uses it for good and it helps their career? I mean, I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret. A lot of directors and scriptwriters in Indonesia, famous ones even, use pirated software to write their script.
Nani?
Yeah, it's like a common secret. Everyone uses a pirated copy of Final Draft Pro 7.
Final Draft Pro 7. Wait, I never even heard of that thing. What is
I
it
think it's
for?
Final. It's a script writing software because writing script is a bit different than writing just normal documents. Like
Ah.
the people I know that use other alternatives like Scrippy, like Trelby, it calls Scrippy, like Trelby that is open source. It's like only a handful, and that's including myself. I use Trelby to write script.
Oh.
Are you saying they ain't using Notepad? No, they don't use Notepad.
Notepad.
Film scripts, TV scripts, and ad script are structured in a certain way that one page has to be 1 minute exact, and that's why there's specialized software for it. It's a different structure altogether.
So you can't use like Google Docs for it.
You cannot use Google Docs. You have to use a proper script writing software.
People get my finished product in what is created.
So it's not surprising that if it helps your career, then it's fine.
Question mark? Fine question
mark? Fine question mark. Although it does not apply to editing. When it comes to film editing, some distributors have clause that says you cannot use pirated software to edit the film.
Does this appear like in the user agreement thing?
Yeah, it's part of user. No, it's part of the contract and user agreement usually. Like, no, I mean, they don't care if you're using pirated script writing software, but once the film hits the editing room, you cannot allow to use any pirated software.
Because then the thing will be like contradicting and it's commercial thing.
It's a commercial use, and they don't want to get any flack if they got exposed for using pirated software. And it's also common in academia, piracy. Kayak journal, ebook, all that kind of stuff. A lot of people also pirate those because to be fair, writing journals and finding sources, nyari jurnal, terus dapat akses ke jurnal and getting access to those journals can be really fucking expensive.
Wait, what's this journal are you talking about?
Yeah, kayak jurnal akademik, jurnal ilmiah. It's really expensive. And I'm not even talking about things like dataset. Dataset can be really, really, really fucking expensive.
Oh, like you're talking about like when you're making like
yeah, kayak buat skripsi, writing your thesis.
For the source. Wait, you have to pay for that?
You have to pay for those.
Like
one in Elsevier, one journal, access for one. Yeah, access. You what?
My college was kind of poo-poo, so they allow Wikipedia for some reason.
Oh no!
If I'm not mistaken, it's either Wikipedia or like journals from PBS, Well, that's not a topic. Continue.
Hey, okay, let me continue. So, kayak Elsevier scientific journal gitu, it costs like $30 to $40 for one journal.
What? Damn, and anyone even know if it's good or not?
Yeah, you have to. So you have to be pretty fucking sure that the journal yang jurnal lu pakai itu jurnal yang benar, like it's the right journal. Otherwise, that's like $30 to $40 down the drain.
Yeah, no wonder. That's overpriced. That's too much.
That's too much. So a lot of people use Sci-Hub to gain access to those journals, and yes, I use those too because I already paid a lot of money for dataset for Compass dari Kompas. Terus I already paid fuck ton of money buat akses artikel lama Kompas. Like seriously, if there's any way to pirate those, I would fucking pirate it.
They should pay. Yeah, they charge you for this. I didn't know.
They charge. Yeah, I mean, fun fact. Yeah. Unless
This
your
fact
uni
is,
has free access to those journals. But fun fact, if you're communication science
uh,
student,
uh,
Kompas datanya mahal. A,
this
B,
this
arsip Kompas juga mahal.
this fun fact is not fun at all.
It's not fun. I mean, it's fun. It's fun if you're laughing at my misery of paying like 20 per article. Wait,
Oh
not
my
per
god.
article.
Oh.
Every time I open the article, I have to pay.
Oh my god.
If
Oh
I
my
close the
god.
tab and then I open the article again, I have to pay again.
That's messed up. That's just messed up. Then that is like I guess this is what you call treating the consumer like crap.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm.
no wonder
Steve Jobs
people are.
Yeah, like no wonder people don't read the news. No wonder people don't read the news. Like if I want to access artikel Kompas tahun 2006-2007, I have to pay. Usually range-nya tuh dari 10 sampai 50.000. I mean, it sounds cheap. In practice, it sounds cheap, but they're charging you per click.
Per click. It's
Per
not,
click.
It's not per.
It's not
article.
you pay for the article once and then you can open it again. No, you have to pay it again if you want to open it.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's
And
messed up.
that's not even the end of it. That's not even the end of it.
Oh no.
Terus
There more.
terus pas lu mau masukin ke citasi buat misalnya buat skripsi buat jurnal, you have to pay again.
What? Why?
You have to pay again. There's a different fee for academic
my
use,
God.
and it's fucking expensive. We're talking about 500 sampai 1 juta.
Holy wait, so like you're talking about like putting the article in like your source.
Yes.
You have to pay for that?
You have to pay for that. You have to pay. Kalau misalnya artikelnya dipakai buat kebutuhan studi kayak kayak interview kayak lu nyuruh orang baca terus nanti lu bikin questionnaire seputar artikelnya, you have to pay for the license.
What the hell, man? That's so much. There's a license for that.
There's a fucking license for that. And I remember working on my thesis. I was like, I want to fucking cry because it's really fucking expensive. Like I ended up wasting somewhere around the ballpark 2 jutaan cuma buat data.
I don't know if that's like okay or not though, because like on one side, yeah, I guess they like it's their thing, right? It's their thing.
It's their thing.
And they did the research and all that, so I guess they deserve to get some money for it. But then again, it's for like study, right?
But you know the funny, yeah.
If you
But the funny,
yeah,
but the funny thing is, New York Times, the New York Times, you only have to pay like $50 a month for their usual premium subscription. And according to the terms of service, if you are using their article for non-profit scientific purpose or non-profit research, i.e., you're writing your thesis, it's free. Go ahead, just fucking use it. Like they don't mind. Like yeah, you have access to. With the $15 subscription, you actually gain access to all New York Times article dating back to early 1930 or something. And you can use it for free. Like if you're using it buat skripsi atau tesis, it's free. Go ahead, just use it. You don't have to pay anything.
So our news is just
Or media
making
is
people laugh.
Yeah, or media is like
Our
meanwhile
media
Compass is like stingy, like charging an arm and a leg for an article.
Yeah, that's too much. That is asking too much.
It is paywalling knowledge ain't fair. It's not fair, and that's something the academic industry has to change. Because you know what's worse? Kan tadi gue udah bilang kan kalau jurnal itu charge-nya $30-40 per jurnal kan, and then there's membership and all that stuff. The researchers, the people who actually done the research, usually doesn't get paid.
Wait, what? They don't.
They don't get paid.
I was under the impression that actually they did.
They don't get paid. In fact, they have to pay the publisher to.
Huh?
They have to pay the publisher. They have to pay Elsevier for their journal to be featured in the publication. They have to pay. In fact, they have to pay. The fact they have to pay, and then they charge us.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and then they charge universities and their students an arm and a leg just to access their journal.
What?
Is fucking bullshit.
That is.
It's one of the things I learned while writing my thesis. Like,
That
holy
is like-
shit, this whole practice is motherfucking bullshit.
That
And you can,
uh,
you can ask for the journal directly to the author. Yeah, that's what I do. Kayak, kalau misalnya, I just straight up email the people who make the journal because they usually also know that. Well, yeah, you have to pay. It's crap. And they usually just give it out for free. Like, here, thank you for sending me email. Here's the journal you need. If you have any questions, blah 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 blah, please email me again.
Oh my god, that is the equivalent of like imagine if YouTube as a platform doesn't have a platform that lets people watch video, doesn't have any video, and every time you want to upload video, you have to pay.
Yeah,
You have
basically,
to
it's
pay
like
to give them content. For them to be able to actually do something. Oh my god.
yeah, it's like. That's holy shit. That's one of the reasons why.
And somehow it works.
Yeah.
The people actually
It's
pay.
first. So yeah, pro tip buat yang ngerjain skripsi atau tesis. If the journal is locked behind some fucking expensive publisher, cari email yang menulisnya. They usually respond. Actually, if it's Western journal, I found a lot of professors and researchers from American university or Western university more courteous, and they are more willing to actually help you understand the materials than locals. Yeah, I have a few email exchange with some researchers, and terus kayak kita diskusi. Well, I'm working on this, and they help me. They actually help me. They actually help me, like giving me pointers for where should I go with the research. Terus Bing aja nggak kayak gitu.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's nice of them. Like, they're cool. Because that's how knowledge should be. Knowledge should be shared.
Yeah, that's
Everyone
how it should work.
Yeah, knowledge should be shared, and it's free. And because a lot of people want to advance science, social science, and whatever, then we should help each other.
And then there's this organization that make what is called pay to know, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's already 1 hour though, so we are.
Is there any y'all? If chat
ending here.
does chat have any questions?
You guys have any questions before we end the stream? Did anyone make the channel more accessible? Latin American follower, welcome Jack. No, welcome.
Yeah, I mean, I think kalau pembajakan film kayaknya nggak perlu banyak yang diomongin. It's basically the same as music. Anyway.
Yeah.
Buat musik, buat film sama TV series tuh kayak nggak ada 11-12 lah sama pembajakan musik. Please don't. If you can, since it's getting much more easier, and the fact we have service like Bioskop Online. God, I wish they pick a better name.
Bioskop Online.
Yeah, namanya literally Bioskop Online.
Oh, I didn't know that. I actually still go like to Excel Theater if I want to watch in
See, oh my god. See, hey, I see, anjir, I know the guy who created the website listens to me, but for fuck's sake, change the name. It sucks. It really sucks. Kayak di Bioskop Online, you can watch Indonesian films for 10 sampai 20 ribu.
Oh, murah.
Per film sih, but it's really cheap.
That's still way cheaper than actually going to the theater.
Yeah, that's actually cheaper than going to theater. Then they have a lot of decent exclusive. If only they change their name so it's more easily recognized than just Bioskop Online.
Bioskop Online. Lah, namanya malah kayak website bajakan nggak sih?
Iya kan, kayak situs bajakan kan namanya literally
bioskoponline.com.
bioskop on.
Oh,
Literally bioskop
bajakan ini.
online.com. It sounds like a pirated website. Come on, dude, change the fucking name. And like this is something I always told them, like, just change the name for fuck's sake.
Is there any effort to overturn this paywall journal thing?
Is that legal tuh kan? Oh shit, it's a legal website. See? Oh.
It's legal.
Nobody knows.
Sounds illegal.
Kalau lagi nyari bioskop ini biasanya pada search bioskop online. But that's a bad brand name. You don't rely on the fucking Google search to make it. Ya, nama brand lo harus kedengaran legitimate. Bioskoponline.com doesn't sound like a legitimate service.
Yeah. It really sounds like some piracy website.
Yeah, it sounds like some piracy website. Yeah. In the topics of film, since film is my area of passion, if you're a student, you can get subscription to, if you like films, if you really, really, really love films, and you want to watch a lot of old films, including old Indonesia films or old Japanese films, and you're a student, you can subscribe to Mubi for like 30.000 per bulan kalau nggak salah. And Mubi is really excellent. As someone who loves film, they're nggak kayak Netflix. Kalau Netflix kan koleksinya kan emang kayak blok numpahin katalog. Mubi is curated. Like every day they will give you hand-picked films to watch.
Oh, that's nice. So like you always have these to watch, these things that to watch if you don't know what to watch, kind of thing.
Yeah, they will also. They are actually really amazing platform. It's one of the few ways you can actually watch Indonesian or other Asia films that are 2006 and before legally.
Okay.
So piracy is if your arguments for film piracy is that it's hard to find old Indonesian films or old films. Well, there's Mubi. There's also Criterion Collection. I still don't know if you can actually pay Criterion Collection using Indo cards, but there's more alternative out there than just Netflix and Disney Plus if you're looking for something more niche.
So basically, like there are already a lot more like alternative places.
There's a lot more alternative out there.
To be legal, to stop being a pirate. It is time to stop, guys. Get some help.
They got subs. Yes, they do have English subtitles, and a lot of films in Mubi comes from various places around the world. And I'm promoting Mubi right now. Please sponsor me, Mubi. I love your platform. Like you can find Indonesia, French, Japanese, Iran, Syria, German films, Russia films. Like if you want to broaden your taste in films, it's literally the best place to go. Please sponsor me, Mubi.
Sponsor Mubi. Okay, we still have this question though. Is there any effort to overturn this paywall journal thing?
Nope. There's no easy way to overturn because it's already institutionalized. The best you can do, as I said before, langsung aja email ke dosen yang buat jurnalnya gitu. Langsung aja email. Usually they respond.
What
if they're not Indonesian, they will respond.
If they're Indonesian, they don't care, huh?
If they're Indonesian, go find their WhatsApp number or some shit.
Okay, then. So, we are gonna be ending the stream now. Do you have anything else you want to say?
No, I think that's all enough. And if chat doesn't have any more questions, then we can stop it.
Alright, so thank you so much for watching, guys. This is Ethel, Chamomile, and Rizki.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Ethel. Thank you, Chad,
Mm-hmm.
for the productive questions and discussions. I look
Mm-hmm.
forward for more opportunities like this in the future. And if you want to talk more about stuff like this,
Hmm.
go check me when I'm live on Twitch at
Yeah.
twitch.tv/talhopper.
Link in the description, guys.
It's on the
Mm-hmm.
description too.
Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Check link in the description for Rizki's channel and Patreon, FANBOX, merch. You can get special merch if you support me on Patreon. Honestly, I don't know if that's still a thing or not, but hopefully it is. And thank you for... Come on, the credits rolling. Green Bad name dulu peseperti ini on Patreon. And Sim Jim W peseperti ini on FANBOX. And Adi, sumimasu Green Bad Hamdem, Goodbye Man, Brian Hachima, Audio Justin Dixon, Mabes Restu, Homoglobin Namsung, Tatakuko Career Play Snail, Santa Maria Dadakimaru, Sim Sasim Baratai Chan Sam, and a bonus for me, so member. Thank you so much. Another have a safe night, and you take care. Awesome. I send a project with the got a journal and put it in P2P network. Oh, that's cool. Danby, hello. Plasma, Zoe, hello. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Awesome.